Hey, today I'm going to tell you the story about the time I left my bag at a fast food restaurant and they didn't want to give it back to me. So it was a long day. Me and my family are running around, looking at venues, dance practice, doing all sorts of things. And so naturally, my little siblings wanted to eat. And we decided to get some food at a chicken fast food restaurant. Hashtag not sponsored. This was maybe an hour or so before closing, so we had some time to eat. We just go in, order food, eat, get out. Easy enough. So you would think, but apparently it was a lot harder than that. So we go in, we order food, and we eat. Boom, that part checked off. And the thing about me is I had a backpack on, so right before I sat down, I took my backpack off and hung it on the chair behind me. And then I decided to eat. After we ate, we left, and you may be thinking, there's something missing from the story. I forgot to get my backpack off the chair, and I left it there. So we left, and I left my backpack there, and I let my mom and dad drive all the way back home, which is like maybe 30 minutes away. And then I had finally realized what I've done, and I look up to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I forgot my backpack. Why did you do this? Thankfully, my mom and dad are really nice and drove all the way back to the chicken restaurant. Now, while we were driving back, I did try to look up the chicken restaurant up online. Maybe I could call them, figure out when they closed, but nothing showed up. Nothing about this chicken restaurant showed up at all. It was almost sort of like the chicken restaurant didn't exist, which was weird because we just came back from it. I couldn't find anything about it online, so we just had to drive back and see if they were still open or not. Also, since the drive from the chicken restaurant to my house was so long, I was also thinking maybe somebody took my bag. And that wouldn't be good because I have all my stuff in there, and I kind of didn't want that to be taken. So after a long drive, we go back to the chicken restaurant, and guess what we saw through the window? Go on, guess. My bag was right there, exactly where I left it. No one had taken it. It was still there. And so I tried to open the door, and the door was locked. They were probably closed, and so I did what any normal person would do in this sort of situation. I knocked on the door. They didn't open the door. In fact, I think they went to go hide in the back. They were probably thinking that I was some kind of customer who really wanted chicken this late at night, when in reality, I just wanted my backpack back. That kind of rhymed. So I tried knocking on the door. Me and my family went through the drive-thru. We knocked on the window, but none of it worked. They did not want to open the door for us. People on the road probably also thought we wanted chicken, so a lady drove up to us and told us, hey, I think they're closed. So I tell her the story that my backpack is in there and I just really want it back. And she was so nice. She drove around, talked to my parents, and then she went to the window with my dad and started knocking extremely hard on the window. And I think at this point, the workers inside were probably really tired of us trying to get chicken when in reality we were getting my bag, that they came up to the window and told the lady that please stop knocking on the window because she could break it. Now, I wasn't there for that part. I heard that part from my sister. I was in my car with my mom watching from afar. And then I see a worker walk to where my bag is, grab my bag, and give it to my dad through the door. So I go and I grab my bag and I'm like, hooray, I got my bag back. And the lady, she drove off, so I couldn't thank her. I don't know why she drove off, but she was really nice. If she did not show up, we would probably stay there for a lot longer. I probably would have had to call the police to come and help. But that's the story. Thanks, subscribe, and see you later.